for this week. As I watch these squats back, honestly, I mean, it's still like, I've just been hovering in this what is it, 85 to 95% range now for like 2 or 3 weeks. So, I mean, these are feeling good. Just in general, legs are feeling really good. My left knee is like, so I've been extra careful with it in terms of like pushing some exercises that I'm doing to like rehab the tendonitis in my left knee. So I'm only doing stuff. Well, I'm keeping everything steady as I'm approaching this final week of this squat cycle. Afterwards, I'll probably start trying to like push range of motion and loading a little bit, maybe the rep scheme too. I'll figure it out, but I just figured things feel good now. I mean, way better than it ever did 3 months ago, and like night and day compared to, I think it was like maybe 6 weeks ago when it like kind of came back. So I've been just keeping things steady. I'm trying to change as little as possible in terms of just non-squat activities and just letting this phase kind of end here in this next week. So for this past week, I had to hit 330 for a single. It's at the very end of this video. You'll see it, but it felt pretty good. To be honest, it was like, I've hit 330 so many times now, I feel like, or at least in that near range. I was thinking about it. I was supposed to be repping this like 4 weeks ago, and I think I did. I did 15 reps at this weight. So, I mean, this was, like, I finished and it was fine, you know? So that part's pretty cool. Going into this next week, I guess one other thing to call out actually for the past week still is I was traveling for work a little bit. So this second session this week was actually in Chicago. I had to walk to the gym in like 6-degree weather. If you live in Chicago, I don't know what is wrong with you. It's absurd, but we got the squats in. I also wasn't sure if I was gonna, I don't know, I'm still a little self-conscious about like recording myself in terms of like, am I bothering other people? So I don't know. I'm so deep into this that it was like, I just have to get over it and do it. What else here in the past week? My diet was absolutely fucked in Chicago. It's just, I don't know, when you're traveling like that, it's pretty tough. I don't know the city at all. At least work was paying for everything, so I got a bunch of food delivered. I really have no concept of how well I ate there. But I think it's going to be okay, right? I have basically, I got back on Friday, so I have from Friday to Friday to just like kind of get back on track here and feel good going into this Friday. So I guess now looking ahead, 330 felt good. I'm very, very confident I will hit 350, which would match my PR. And to be honest, I'm going to just stop myself now. I'm going to say I'm happy if I hit 350. That's what I set out to do. I wanted to match my PR high bar back squat with no knee pain. And if I can do that, I'm ecstatic. The gym I'm lifting in, like the first session from this week, you know, it's a little bit sketchy to drop in, but if 350 goes up, well, I'll keep going. You know, if I can get up to 70 or 80, that's amazing, but I'm not going to expect it because, I don't know. Anyway, That's all I got really this week. I guess some other stuff, some rambling and reflections on RTA so far. I wonder how I'll feel after next Friday. But kind of, honestly, the hardest part of this programming has actually been the past few weeks. It's just so low volume that it doesn't feel like I'm really working that hard. And I mean, maybe that's right, you know? Like I fucked up the loading, I guess, and maybe over fatigued. So this is just to get me back to good so I can go for a 1 rep and not waste the whole phase. But mentally, it's been hard to hold myself back because I feel like I have a ton of energy, especially on Mondays and Fridays. So that part's been kind of interesting. Like I just have to stop and say, okay, that's what was programmed, so I'm leaving now. Just the programming I was doing before was nothing like that. There were no days where I left and I felt like I did nothing. But I don't know. I'm excited to see where this is at. I'm excited to kind of get something new for the next few weeks too. I can talk about that in a different video though. It's already kind of over time. Anyway, okay, so goal this week is just to be consistent all week. Don't fuck up my diet. Don't fuck up my sleep. And see what I can do on Friday.